Have you noticed something kind of weird happening in the world of AI lately? All the headlines are screaming about how AI models are getting cheaper, faster, and better every single day. But behind the scenes, you've got CFOs and engineering teams looking at their AI bills and just panicking. The costs are spiraling out of control. It's a massive contradiction, and it's one of the biggest stories in tech right now.
So, let's get to the bottom of this. Here's our game plan. We're going to look at this contradiction up close. Then, we'll get to know the currency of this new world, the AI token. After that, we'll solve the whole paradox with a surprisingly old idea from economics, see the wild new economy it's creating, and figure out how the smartest companies are navigating all this to get ready for what's next. Okay, first things first. Let's just lay out the two conflicting realities that are at the heart of this whole paradox. It really is a tale of two charts. On one side, you have a price crash that is, well, it's absolutely historic. The cost for the basic unit of AI intelligence, the token, has dropped 280 times in less than 2 years. I mean, to put that into perspective, it took solar panels 40 years to see that kind of price drop. The speed of this is it's unheard of. But then, at the exact same time, look at this. The total amount businesses are spending on AI is absolutely exploding. We're talking a projected jump of over 300% in just a single year. So the price per unit is in a total free fall, but the final bill is going through the roof. This just doesn't add up, right? It's like the price of gas dropping to a penny a gallon, but your monthly fuel bill suddenly tripling. What on earth is actually going on here? To really unravel this mystery, we have to understand the currency of this new economy. We have to talk about the token. So what even is a token? It's not really a word, it's not a letter. The best way to think about it is like the smallest piece of thought an AI can work with. About 750 English words breaks down into roughly 1,000 tokens. And here's the kicker. Every single one of those pieces, every token you send to the model and every one it sends back, costs real money to process. And this is where the costs start to get crazy. A simple question and answer, maybe a few hundred tokens, no big deal. But ask an AI to help you code something. That can jump into the tens, even hundreds of thousands. Analyze a dense legal contract? You're looking at 250,000 tokens, easy. And now with the new wave of AI agents that can do complex multi-step jobs, we're talking about burning through millions of tokens for a single task. Okay, so this brings us right back to our big question. How can a cheaper part lead to a much, much bigger bill? Well, believe it or not, the answer isn't in some futuristic tech manual. It's in a classic economic principle from the year 1865. It's called Javin's paradox. And it's this fascinating, counterintuitive idea that when technology makes a resource way more efficient and cheaper to use, we don't actually use less of it. We end up finding so many new ways to use it that our total consumption just explodes. Let's look at the original example. So picture this. It's the 19th century. James Watt's new steam engine makes burning coal way more efficient. Everyone thinks, great, we'll use less coal. But what happened was the exact opposite. Cheaper energy didn't lead to conservation, it unlocked the entire industrial revolution. New factories, new railroads, and total coal consumption went through the stratosphere. And that is a perfect mirror of what is happening today with AI. As the cost of a single AI thought, a single token, plummets, we aren't just doing the same old stuff more cheaply. We're inventing entirely new, token-hungry apps and agents that were pure science fiction just a few years ago. We're not just saving a few bucks, we're kicking off a whole new industrial revolution, this time powered by intelligence itself. So this incredible explosion in demand is fueling an infrastructure arms race on a scale that is honestly hard to even wrap your head around. And the money, the numbers are just staggering. We're looking at a projected $1.15 trillion being spent every single year on AI infrastructure by 2027. And to be clear, this isn't some fantasy number on a spreadsheet. This is happening right now. These are the real data centers, the real GPUs being built to meet this incredible demand. This is all leading to a massive shift in the entire AI economy. We are about to cross a huge milestone. Starting in 2026, for the first time ever, the cost of actually running AI models, what engineers call inference, is going to be more expensive than building and training them in the first place. Think about it like this. The R&D lab has finished its work. Now the factory is up and running 24/7 at full capacity. And underneath it all, there's a fundamental trade-off that you just can't escape. This research shows it perfectly. You can make an AI feel faster and more responsive, but there's no free lunch. Pushing for that higher speed, more tokens per second, actually makes each one of those tokens more expensive to generate. Bottom line, the faster you want the answer, the more you're going to pay for it. So, in this brave new world of exploding costs, how are companies supposed to cope? Well, this pressure is forcing what you could call a Cambrian explosion in the variety of AI models, as everyone gets a lot smarter about how they spend their AI budget. The first big strategic choice is between closed and open models. You've got the super powerful but very pricey proprietary models like GPT-4. But on the other side, you've got open source models that are catching up fast, often giving you about 90% of the performance for just a fraction of the cost. And for a lot of businesses, being able to host these models themselves gives them way more control. This leads to another huge trend. Think sledgehammer versus scalpel. Teams are realizing you don't need a giant 175 billion parameter model for every little thing, right? Why use a sledgehammer to crack a nut? For more focused tasks, a smaller, specialized model, a scalpel, is way faster, way cheaper, and can sometimes even run right on a developer's laptop. And then you have these really clever hybrid models, like mixture of experts. The easiest way to picture it is a team of specialists. One's an expert in code, another in poetry, another in biology. Instead of asking the whole team every single question, a smart router just sends your query to the one or two experts who can actually answer it. The results? You get the brain power of a huge model, but with the speed of a much smaller one. It's a brilliant trade-off, but it does need a lot of memory to keep all those experts ready to go. So let's tie this all together. What does this actually mean for businesses trying to find their way in this new world of skyrocketing AI bills? The big takeaway here is that a whole new playbook is being written. Rule number 1, smart model routing. Always use the right tool, the cheapest model that can get the job done. Rule 2, obsessive token monitoring. You have to watch your consumption because an AI agent's costs can scale in wild, unpredictable ways. And Rule 3, the rise of a brand new discipline called AI FinOps, which is all about bringing financial accountability and ROI to every single thing you do with AI. Because really, at the end of the day, if you want to understand the economics of this AI revolution, the strategy is incredibly simple. Follow the tokens. And that leaves us with one final and really important question. We are literally watching intelligence become a utility, just like electricity. And just like with the electric bill, the companies that learn how to measure, manage, and efficiently use this powerful new resource, they won't just survive. They're going to be the ones who build the future.